I think running for president is a very serious thing, and I probably should take it seriously. Running for president as a mad genius, I think, is a pretty good idea, unless Rainbow Satanica doesn't work out and Meg didn't work out. Like, if both of them didn't work out, that would be weird. I think really what matters, like, in the grand scheme of things, is trying to figure out, like, how to survive, and the way to figure out how to survive is to figure out, like who is trying to kill us, and also, like, trying to figure out how to, like, survive. A huge amount of the world depends on the ocean, and I think that, like, the ocean's getting worse, and, like, as the ocean gets worse, like, we have to worry about wars more, and, like, that's why I really do think that, like, the United States needs to figure out how to worry about itself. Like, when we ship all this oil to Ukraine, which is what we're doing when we ship bombs, like Biden will, like, not even blink when he sends, like, an incredible amount of oil to Israel. Like, he always sends an incredible amount of oil to Israel. He's used to it. And, like, I think that some of us need to go, like, why is this okay? Israel is against our survival. We need to be for our own survival. We need to be for ourselves. And, like, you will never understand, like, how much we can't be for ourselves. Like, every time you look at the news, it's like, we're not allowed to be for ourselves because Israel is our news. This crap right here, like, liberals will hate this. What does it say on it? Love like Jesus. Oh, you love like Jesus, do you? Like, that's really Israel's strategy, is like, you hate them and they hate you because you love like Jesus. And that's our news, and that's Trump. Like, I mean, they need Trump in charge, and that's why they have this whole conspiracy going on where, like, we're all so certain. Like, they even got J.K. Rowling in on it. Like, she won't shut up. Like, we're all certain. Like, trans people are actually men. Like, she has a dick. He knows she has a dick. No, actually, he thinks that trans people don't have dicks. They cut off their dicks. Like, he really did, like, back then. Like, that's what he thought a trans person was. In case you're wondering, I am waiting for my little elf to respond to my message on Reddit. I'm scared. Because what if she doesn't respond, and then I'm not actually smart? What if the plan for alligator aquaponics is absolutely terrible? I mean, we don't have to use albino alligators. Yes, the albino alligators would look cooler, but it's very hard to find one. And what are we going to do? Like, just use one albino alligator? Clearly, we need to just have green alligators that poop a lot. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys were around when I came up with the idea for this monkey sanctuary, which is still, like, my plan. Like, that's, like, probably my favorite mansion. And then, but really, like, I'm going to live in Colorado at the North Pole all the time, which is not the North Pole. Like, it's actually Elfton. But in Elfton, we got to go to this chicken factory, and we got to figure out how to process chickens, because, like, I feel like processing chickens is your worst nightmare. You got to get those things, raise them and feed them, and, like, make sure they're not super sick in a small area, and then you got to, like, go kill them. And, like, but, like, I think that, like, when we start thinking about, like, surviving going into the future, I think that we really should start thinking about chickens, even though, like, deep down, I think everyone wants to process a cow over a chicken. And everyone, like, because processing cows is nothing compared to chicken. It's just a lot more poop. Like, I feel like cows smell worse. But that's why you got to, like, get kids taking care of them early. They'll be so used to, like, taking care of chickens. Because if you remember, like, Elfton has, like, a school, and that's, like, where they, like, do 4-H and they learn about taking care of chickens. And that's also where they have the main dog pack that, like, is like the kids' dogs. Because, like, if you're a kid that doesn't have exposure to dogs, like, you probably should have exposure to dogs, because, like, it's good to, like, know what dogs are like, because, like, it's kind of like being able to swim. Like, you have to have somewhere to swim at some point, because, like, a kid that only stays in Elfton always, like, which they'll leave, obviously, but, like, a kid that only stays in Elfton or in that part of the state, which is far away from big cities, like, probably should know how to swim, and probably should know how to, like, should not be afraid of dogs, you know? Like, these people speak in absolutes. They know there's a problem with Elfton. You know what the problem with Elfton is? It's mine. Like, Elfton is, like, the entire city's mine. The entire town is mine. I mean, maybe it's not all mine. Like, I mean, because I don't really care. I mean, it's Meg's and all of ours. But there are enough of us that, like, Elfton really is, like, my family's. Like, but, like, I mean, and, like, for them, like, we all need to, like, well, I'm fighting for that plot of land so that I can do what I want to do on that plot of land, and that's how it works. But, like, for me, like, I've got, like, a delivery system that, like, is like an Amazon warehouse built into my town. The cops in my town are like not really cops. Like you don't get in trouble with the cops. Like you do get in trouble. Like clearly, like you can get in trouble. Like everyone gets in trouble, but it's not like impending doom. Like if there's anything you can find out about the legal system is you can't ever get out ever again, no matter what the crime is. Like you wouldn't believe the crimes. Like I can't ever get out of jail ever again because like I told this guy not to threaten me with a gun. Like that's really like what I said is like just don't do it again. And like I literally like I didn't break the law. Never get out of jail ever. Like and I've done that much time. And in jail they hurt you. Like I like all I have to do is be left alone. Leave me alone. Like I'll be productive. I'll be a productive member of society. You guys are not smart like me. I'm way smarter than like almost all of you. And like the reality is like I can't ever get out of jail ever. And I need to get out of jail so that I can go and not enjoy myself. Like so I can go and like figure out how to process chickens. So I can go hang out with dead animals. Like so that I can go figure out computers to process dead animals for you guys. And like that's the real situation with my life. I don't get to ever be like a lazy, like a guy that like gets to actually enjoy his life like a normal person, like a rapper that just has like drives his Maybach or his Ferrari and shit. Like I'll never be the guy. I'll never have a Ferrari. If I have a Ferrari, someone gave it to me and I can't drive it. Like I will never drive it. Like unless I drive it on a track or something. And the reality is like I don't need it. And like I'm that guy. Like and that's the reality about the guy that like can't ever get out of jail ever. But I need to get out of jail so I can go hang out with dead chickens all the time. And like and that's like the reality. The reality is like I do need to hang out with dead chickens, and I need to go hang out with dead alligators, and I need to go hang out with dead fish, and I need to go like figure out how to process dead fish too. Because you want to talk about like fish processing, like that's also what I got to do. Because remember, I've got to go raise fish, kill the fish, feed the byproducts to the alligators, and then alligators become hopefully get used for creating fertilizer.